Hello all, this is the continuation of a previous Python tutorial. So in this tutorial, we'll learn about some comparison operators, some logical operations in Python, more details about for loop, while loop, break statement and continue statement. So let us start. The first thing is Python comparison operators. So what are these? You must have heard about equal, not equal, greater than, less than, all of these things in mathematics. So these are very similar to that. One thing to note here is for Python comparison operators, the output will be always a boolean. So either it will be true or it will be false. So for example, there is this one operator that is equal. Another operator is not equal. So exclamation basically means not equal. Let us try and see what the output is. So for example, let us take 2 in left hand side and say 3 in right hand side and run this code. And you'll see that this code gives output as false because it is not true. 2 is not equal to 3. So in case of 2 and 3, we can use different kind of variables also. Now suppose if we say 2 equals 2, then it will be true. So output of all the comparison operators will be a boolean. It will be either true or false. Let us take some variables. Say a is equal to 10 and b is equals to 9. Let us see all different operators here. Equal, that is this operator, and we use it. Now we can also use not equal, which exclamation equals. We can use greater than operator, which is this. We can also use less than with less than symbol. We can also use greater than equal to or equal to. So this is greater than or equal to, and this is less than or equal to. So let us try to run the code, and you'll see that here the first thing, equal operator, where a is equals to b, is actually false because 10 is not equal to 9. Then not equal is actually true because a is not equals to b. Greater than, so a is greater than b, that is true because 10 is greater than 9. Then a is less than b is actually false. Greater than or equals to, so a is obviously greater than or equals to b. Less than or equal to is false. So you can see that these operators, comparison operators, provide you output as a boolean. So that means that you can use these in your if and else conditions. So can be used in if elif conditions. Moving forward, there's logical operators as well. So and, or, not are some logical operators in Python. So what does these mean? They generally operate on booleans. So what does it means is, you might have learned about different gates, that there is AND gate, or not gate. So what happens is, suppose there is this true, which is actually true, but if you say not true, then it actually means false. So not only takes one boolean input, but and or takes two boolean inputs. So what that means is, if you use and true, so this is and operator, which is a logical operator. So these are logical operators. So this will return true. But if you use false, then it will return false. If you use false and false, it will return false. If you use this one as true also, it will still return false. So and is such an operator wherein you need both of the conditions true. If you see this, then only it returns true, otherwise it always returns false. So let us see how we can compare with other operators also. So let us take some variables. So a is equals to 10 and b is equals to 9 again, and let us see and operator, and let us take the condition if a should be equals to b and a is greater than 5. So let us see, a is greater than b and a is greater than 5. So in this case, this is true because a is also greater than 5, but also is greater than b. Now same we repeat for 4 times. In this particular case, both conditions are true. Let us write in bracket also, true and true. Let us now take some other conditions like this. So this is false and true. Let us take this as, this is true and false, and this is false and false. Okay, so this should be 15. So this is false, and this should be true, and okay, this should be false and false, false and false. So a is not less than b, and a is definitely not less than 5. And we'll now see that only when both the conditions are true, only then the output of AND is true. Otherwise, all of the cases, it is false. Now, if you see for OR operator, what happens is, so we write OR operator here. Let us try to see the output. Okay, so here we can see that in OR operator, everything is true only when both the conditions are false. Only then OR is false. Otherwise, it is true. So it is, you can compare it with AND operator also. And if you want to see the NOT operator, so NOT, basically what it does is it simply changes true to false and false to true. Let us take such an example. In this case, this is false and this is true. So now if you use this NOT and here also NOT, so you can see false becomes true and true becomes false. This is about logical operators. These are very important when you write any kind of if conditions. This Python comparison operators and logical operators, these are very important. Now let us move to something called as loops. Now suppose you're given a task, say to write from number 1 to 100 in Python code. Okay, what will you do? Will you do something like this? Print 1, then maybe print 2, then maybe print 3. Will you do something like this? Or do you have any other mechanism? So that is what loops are for. So what loops mean is, so you can understand that loop is something like this: start and repeat again and again. So loops are used to run same code again and again. That is the whole idea of loops. But the problem is, do you want to run such a code again and again? For example, print 1. Do you want to repeat such code again and again? What will happen is we'll simply print 1 1 1 1 again and again. So what we can do here is we can change some code by using variables and conditions. So what we can do is we can probably change this variable. So initially we print 1, then we increment a variable and then print 2, then 3, then 4, and goes on. And we can stop the loop when we want to, like suppose we have reached 100. So that means we have to stop. So this is one condition. So let us look it into practice. So there are multiple kind of loops. There is while loop, there is for loop, that are very important. What is the basic difference between these both are? While, say you write some condition over here, just for the sake of clarity, there is some condition. Let us term it as true for now. The condition is true and we print something. So what it means is, if this condition is true, then whatever code written inside it runs again and again. Now how to stop? To stop, we use break statement. So if you want, like if from a certain condition, we can stop. So either in while loop, either we change this condition to false, make it false, or inside the loop, we use this break statement so that we come out of the loop. There is one more statement called as continue. What it will do is, when we use this statement, the code, any code written inside the loop after this won't be executed. We will see this in the practice also. So here you can see that, let us take one simple example to print 1 to 100. So what we can do is, the first way is using while loop. What we can do is we start with I is equals to 1 and we write here that if I is not equal to 100, then we run this code. So this will be true because initially it is 1. So I is not equals to 100, that means this condition is true. Then what we do is we simply print I and we use I plus is equals to 1. So what this means is I is equals to I plus 1. Basically we are incrementing the I variable with 1. Now let us try to run this code. So you'll see that we have run this code and we are able to stop this particular code. So we are only going till 99. That is because when I becomes 100, so that means that the condition is false and the code won't be executed again. So for that, we can use till maybe 101 also to print till 100. So that is one way. The other condition, other way to do this is we can use while condition as true and we print it. And if we feel that if I equals 100, then we simply break. So if we run this code, we will see that we have reached here. So same thing. So once we use this break statement, that is first part, and other way is to change the condition only. So I'm writing both of those codes here. While I is not equals to 101, then use this also. So these are using while loops. Now let us not print it again. Now let us learn about continuous statement using while loop only initially. So let us take any example such that you want to print all 1 to 100 except for numbers between 20 to 30. Here is our problem statement. Now what we can do using this while loop is, so while, let us use this true, let us take I is equals to 1. Then what we can do is we just need to check one condition. So if I is greater than or equals 20 and I is less than or equal to 30, both of these conditions should be true because we are using AND operator. Then we simply continue. Okay, let us increase this I in steps of 1. So we are incrementing it, and we are only printing when it is required and when we want to stop. So if I equals 101, then we break, or maybe 100 is sufficient here. So what we are doing in this particular code is we are starting, then we can see that this while loop is always true. So we are in a loop and we have incremented I. So I is now 1. Now this condition is false because it is not, I currently is not between 20 and 30. So we are printing it, and this condition is also false. So we repeat it again and again. Then we reach I equals 20 somewhere. Then we see that this condition is true. We continue. So when we run this continue statement, that means the code that is written after this won't be executed. So the loop will go back again. Then it will be 21. So like that, it will be 30, and after that, it will be 31. Then again, this condition is false. Then again, it will happen, and it will happen again till this condition reaches and we stop the loop. So we forgot to add a break statement here. So we simply run this code again, and now we'll start this code again. We can see that we're printing 9. Okay, that is fine. Then after 19, we are not printing 20 to 30 numbers, and till we reach 100, we are printing all of those. So that means that our code is working fine. So let us just not print for this moment. So you might have understood what this continue and break statement is about, also the while loop. Now let us try to understand what this for loop is about. So for loop is similar to while loop. Basically it does the same thing, just that what it does is it kind of acts like some kind of iterator. So what happens is, you might have seen the data type lists. Okay, so say we create one list with numbers, say 1 4 1 6 5 7, all of these numbers. And what we can do is using for loop. So for I in A, so what it means is we take one element each from this list of A, and we have this in this variable I. So let us print I, and you'll see what we are doing here. So you can see that we initially printed 1, then we printed 6, then 5, then 7. So it kind of acts like an iterator. We can use for the same example, what we can do with for loop is we can use something called as range. For I in range, say 100, and let us try to print I, and you'll see that we have obtained the same code using range. So you can start with range 1 comma 100. So this is the starting point and this is the end point. Range will start from 1, and if you want to increase it with 2 step, we can use this. So we start with 1, then we take 2 steps ahead, 1 3 5, and all of those. And yeah, so this is about printing 1 to 100. Now suppose you want to use the same code, but we do not want any numbers between 20 to 30. So what we can do using for loop is we can simply use some if condition. We'll need the same if condition only, and run this code. You'll see that we have started this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and after that numbers between 20 to 30, they are not present. This is the same code as we did for while loop also. So now we have understood what loops are, some comparison operators, some more examples related to Python. I hope that you have understood it all. Thank you for your time, and see you in the next video.